Hi Taurus, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is going to be your love story reading for the next 3 weeks, so you could say for the rest of June. And I I do this with the intention that whenever you come across this video, there are likely to be messages here that you can resonate with. So in that sense, it is timeless, okay? And keep in mind that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every Taurus out there. So take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. Do not force the story, the situation, the messages to apply to you, okay? So while shuffling the cards, I noticed a bit of a trend here, okay? I do look at the cards at the bottom of the deck once I've finished shuffling. So it seems like some of you may be at this crossroads where you decide finally to, or you're thinking about walking away from a situation which hasn't served you. So I'm getting like an Eight of Cups kind of an energy from this reading, okay? And it's because there's been some kind of truths that has come to light or that is coming to light, or you're finally facing the truth that you were previously probably turning a blind eye to. Okay, so that is what I'm getting here. Let's see what the story is for Taurus. Oops. Okay, that one flew out. So the card that flew out was this. And I was just talking about your story. Let's see. This is interesting. I'm going for different decks for each card of the timeline. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you may have walked away from a situation. Okay. And the cards are really edgy. They're jumping out in your case. Now I don't know where exactly to place this because I didn't have a question in mind, but they came out. So I'm going to see this more as a present energy, okay? You've got celebration, reflection, and stillness. And I'll come to that in a bit. Okay. Why is this last card here? Ancient Healing Wisdom. I absolutely love this card. Okay. And now we have exchanging gifts at the bottom of the deck. And here we have nurturing. Okay. So this is telling me that this is perhaps a situation that you've had to walk away from recently. And in the present scenario, you're trying to heal from this. You're trying to work out, or what I'm hearing is write a new chapter, write a new story altogether. Because you've come to a realization, I guess, during this period of hibernation, you could call it, that all of us are in. You've realized where your true happiness lies and what was perhaps missing in that connection. Okay, and in this stillness, you've had the time, the opportunity to reflect upon perhaps your own shadow side, is also what I'm getting. Because everyone's got a choice, okay? What I'm hearing is you've realized why perhaps you didn't make that choice sooner, or why you didn't exercise that choice of perhaps walking away from whoever you were involved with. Now, this could go for both who are, sounds more like a singles reading, someone who's recently walked away from someone, or maybe a while back as well. But if it's not resonating with you, please do not force it, like I said. But let's see what this is about. I've and this is a number 10. It's a 37, which comes down to the number 10. I feel like you're ending that, or you're trying to completely wrap up that cycle, okay? And this is a number 9, 9 and 10, and you're moving into 3 and 8, which is all about creation, okay? Um, and 8 is, I think, the number of Saturn as well. So I'm getting that there's a lot of healing taking place, yes, but a lot of lessons have been incorporated, and you've really understood, you've grown even wiser because of this experience, and you've come to put yourself, your well-being, your mental health also, I'm hearing, as a priority. And you've learned a lot through that experience is what I'm getting, and you're putting yourself first, you're putting your happiness first, which is wonderful to see. But there is that transition that is taking place in the near future, but I feel like you're gonna get there, you're gonna get to your happy place pretty quickly, okay? So what is this about, the walking away time? The 10 of Pentacles. Now, that is telling me that this perhaps went on for quite a while, or it took you quite a while to move away from that situation. Yeah, we've got the Hangman, which came out like this. So, and we've got the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you've got two tens here, definitely an ending, a culmination of something. And you've got Justice here. So you could have been dealing with an air sign, okay, possibly a Libra, because we have the Ace of Swords also over here. But more importantly, uh, or it could be a Pisces as well. But more importantly, what I'm getting is that this was something that you were just done and dusted with. Okay, you were like, um, I feel like it took you a while though. It took you a while to realize, for that epiphany to come through, for that aha moment to take place. And that pause has helped you reach that place where you've realized that, you know, these are just difficult lessons that I keep learning through this experience, and I need to walk away from it. It's not healthy for me. It is challenging my boundaries, is what I'm hearing. It's challenging my mental health as well. So it's been something that you perhaps thought at one point it would lead to the 10 of Pentacles, the happy home and wholesome goodness and things like that. But shared wealth also. Some of you could have actually got divorced, okay, is what I'm getting. So if that is resonating with you, I feel like that is what has transpired, where you've had to go through some legal procedures to end this chapter, and that's why the 10 of Pentacles is here, because you might have had like a, maybe even like splitting of assets and things like that with this person, okay? Why is this never ending story here? Got the 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So you have turned your back towards this experience, which is good actually. Yeah, 10 of Wands. That's the third 10 in your reading. And the 5 of Pentacles is telling me that you've definitely had some kind of a separation from this person, and you're healing from that. The Temperance energy is suggesting that, along with the Queen of Cups. Now, for those of you who are not, who were not actually in a committed relationship, even though I think that was the case for most of you. You could be currently at like a physical distance from someone who you are seeing, okay? Or this person may be even, I'm hearing, like emotionally unavailable, emotionally distant from you. There is perhaps a lack of communication. There's a sense of longing that is coming through as well. And it's making you feel like it's depleting your energy to continue on this path. There's definitely a sense of, feeling burdened, feeling a sense of lack, like you don't have enough, you don't probably see each other enough, and it's taking you a lot of like adjustments, patience to go through this ordeal is what I'm getting. But I feel like you're coming to terms with the reality. You're coming to terms with your truth, that this is something that cannot actually last if it continues the way it is continuing, and that the story needs to be rewritten. Um, Now, for those of you who are resonating with that part about maybe a separation, getting a divorce, I feel like you're finally looking towards the future with a lot more optimism, and you're looking beyond at the horizon. You're looking at what else can you achieve. You're looking to expand your horizons, is what I'm hearing. The Eight of Wands is suggesting also to me that there is something to do with perhaps travel, moving, relocating, or just communication, maybe a lack of communication with whoever you're dealing with at present, okay? But I do feel like you are trying to heal from this experience, which is good to see. Let's get like one more card for this Eight of Wands. What is that about? You've got another 8 here, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there is a certain distance, I feel, and for some of you, I feel like you're afraid to even speak up about this. If you're still in this relationship, it's like you're not feeling heard, you're not feeling seen. Also, it's that's what's leading to this feeling of lack of, you know feeling like you're abandoned, feeling like you're left out in the cold. And oh my god, okay, for some of you this could actually be like a third party situation. I just noticed in this card that there's a couple inside this church window, and it seems to me like they're dancing, but you're not a part of it, and these people are dancing too. For some of you, this could actually be a third party situation, okay? And yet, or you may be fearing it is. That's quite possible, because the Eight of Swords is usually associated with self limiting beliefs, but in your case, um, now that is for very few of you, okay? It doesn't have to be a third party situation, but that is definitely for one of you at least. The Eight of Wands with the Eight of Swords to me is also about the current circumstances that we're in. We're not able to, I mean, we are sort of in lockdown, and we are not able to travel. We're not able to see the person that we want to see, perhaps. And there's this sense of restrictions which is coming up, okay? So that could be the case for some of you. But it is forcing you to think about things, definitely. Yeah, you've got the Emperor here. So you could be dealing with an Aries. But the Emperor energy is also about authorities, about kind of like restrictive energy, okay? Dominant. So what is this between worlds and feeling about? What's coming up now for Taurus? Okay. So you've got the Ten of Cups, the King of Swords, the Lovers, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. There's a choice that you need to make, some kind of a decision which is very important. The Lovers is a major arcana, so it's a big decision. What I'm hearing is put your guards down, okay? That's one thing that I'm hearing, and that is the fourth 10 in your reading. So possibly things are culminating, they are coming to an end, and I feel like there is some positive outcome here with the happy and the 10 of cups. There is something that is coming to fruition. I don't know what exactly that is. Perhaps some of you could meet someone who is an air sign. Okay. If you've been dealing with an air sign, maybe there is some kind of a reconciliation, a healing taking place in your relationship. Okay. That could be the case, definitely. And the Nine of Wands is just suggesting that it's taking a lot of perseverance, it's taking a lot of effort to continue on this path. So it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you are dealing with. We did see the Libra card earlier. We've got, yeah, could be a Gemini as well, Magician. Oops. One more card has fallen. Let me get that. So we've got the Fool as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the World. There is a new beginning. There's a wrapping up of this, whatever this cycle was, the story was. Now it could be with the same person, okay, where you have like a second goal, second chances perhaps, or a renewal of your connection, you coming to union finally with the Lovers after a lot of, trials and tribulations. The Magician is also making things happen, taking action. So that could be the case, where you have like a new beginning with this person after this transition period is over, and when perhaps things finally open up and you're able to travel. Perhaps you have the Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool is the first card in the major arcana and the World is the last. And I feel like you've been able to hear, not hear, sorry, you've been able to incorporate all of these lessons that you've learned throughout this journey, throughout this chapter, this cycle, and take the lessons to the new path with the Fool. And you've grown a lot wiser, like I said in the beginning, because of this experience. What is this Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Wands about? Oh, another seven, the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Sun at the bottom of the deck. It could be that some kind of truth is coming to light with respect to something that you have, maybe this relationship that you've invested a lot of effort into. And the Seven of Pentacles, we've got two sevens here. This is about introspection, okay. I feel like you're wondering if this is something that you should continue to put effort into, because there's a certain level of distrust here, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords. But if you do wrap up this chapter, this story with this person, there is a new beginning waiting there for you. You've got the Fool and the Magician, which is the 0 and the 1 card, okay? Yeah, the Hermit. You're definitely thinking about it. There's a need for you to trust your intuition with this. Make decisions that are good for you, that you feel happy with, is what I'm getting. Like I was saying, in the beginning, putting yourself first, putting your own happiness first, and I'm hearing that's not selfishness. Okay, um, you owe it to yourself basically to look after yourself. So what does this person want to say to you? I'm not feeling like myself right now. I want to know you better. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Okay, can we get one more message from them for Taurus? I'm not the person I used to be. Let's take things one day at a time. So it is possible. And we've got I love you, but something's missing at the bottom of the deck. This could be your energy, is what I'm getting. Okay. This person could come back. Okay, is what I'm getting. They could come back. They could want to sneak back into your life and want a new beginning with you. But with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting like an unstable sort of energy, an in and out kind of an energy. It is entirely your choice, of course, which is why the High Priestess is here to tell you to trust your intuition, okay? You could as well be dealing with a Sag, or could have been an Aries, and we did speak about air signs. So this person wants to say to you that they, first of all, they don't really feel like themselves right now, so they probably don't know what they're doing either, but they want to get to know you better, and they are not really promising any sort of change because they're saying, I'm sorry, it is what it is, and they want to, but at the same time, they're also saying that they are not the same person they used to be, so that's a bit confusing. Let's take things one day at a time. Speaking of which, we have slow down. It says pause and allow things to unfold. And we have speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And we have turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. This is especially for you, the advice for you, Taurus, because and oh my god, I'm laughing because I want to show you the card at the bottom of the deck, but let me complete what I was saying. This I feel is the advice for you, and I am getting a strong Sag energy for somebody. Okay. The advice is to turn on your heart light, to be able to really look at the situation from your heart perspective, okay, and to trust your intuition. More importantly, that is what is coming through, and trust in actions more than words, and also pay attention as well to the language that a person uses, okay. There are always clues hidden in that. And I was laughing because I saw this card at the bottom of the deck and it says new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your world, in your work prospects, or for spiritual growth. Now, I feel like that could be someone new coming in. And beneath that, we have re-evaluate your desires back to what you love. There's a big emphasis on understanding what it is that you want. That is the most important thing here. Prioritizing yourself, your well-being, your mental health, and that is what you're introspecting on right now, Taurus. Okay, so good job. Good on you for doing that, and never feel guilty for prioritizing yourself. So I'm gonna leave this here. I hope that makes sense and I hope that was useful to you. Do take care of yourself. I'll see you again in another video. Do hit the like button and leave me a comment if you feel like it. I'd love to read it. And subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye bye.